Hey folks, it's Miles Seegers for the GWL Team Hangout. How is everyone doing? Wow, I missed you folks. I'm back from a whirlwind trip, it feels like. My wife and I were in Las Vegas over the weekend. Many of you were there. So all of you that were there for the Home Business Labs event, shout out to you. Let me ask you folks a question. Those of you that were there, and those of you that were watching the live stream, was this an awesome event, guys, or what? You tell me. Why don't you guys post in the comments? Was this an awesome event or what? You know what, guys? The right combination of actual meat and potatoes training, as well as a sprinkling of motivational and inspirational knowledge, which all of us really need. Folks, I'm excited because you know what? We're in the month of February. What a way to start out 2015, really getting into the nuts and bolts of what it takes to build a business. Folks, regardless of what business you're in, you need the detailed training of what's working, not theory, not what someone's trying to sell you as far as the new program or product, but actual meat and potatoes trainings, guys. So I'm excited. Hold on one second, guys. I need to check something here because I want to keep this hangout, fairly short. Folks, I am so excited. I really am. But the thing is, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Maybe you can tell. I'm not complaining, guys. That's what happens when you're living life, enjoying yourself, being a jet setter, and just talking. I'll tell you something, folks. If you had grew up with me as a child, if you grew up with me, or for example, maybe you're one of my childhood friends that have snuck in here and are watching the video, do you remember? Do you remember how quiet I was as a child? Do you remember when I sat in the classroom and really wouldn't talk to anybody, really wouldn't answer any questions, and was just that shy, quiet type of guy that people just kind of overlooked? Almost like if I wasn't there in the classroom. Do you remember that? I'm talking to those of you that have snuck in this hangout. You know who you are. You know me from when I was a child. Can you remember how I was back then? Well, I have something to say. I have something to say to you. Take a look at me now. Yes, I'm the same guy from way back then. But you know what? Even back then, what you see now, the personality that you see now, the person that you see now was the same exact person back then in a little boy's body. However, what I'm able to express right now, be able to share with people, be able to help, train, teach people, I always had this in me. I always had this in me from day one. I just didn't know how to bring it out. And folks, I'm sharing with all of you. Some of you sitting there thinking, man, I could never do what Miles does. I could never, get on those hangouts every week, let alone host my own hangout. I could never do that. I'm too shy. Besides, who the heck would want to listen to me? I'm new to this. I haven't made much money. Who would want to listen to me? Let me share something with you, folks. You have a voice. You have a presence. I'm going to tell you something. There are literally thousands, if not millions of people who would like to listen to you. And why is that? Because they don't have the knowledge, the access to the training, tools, marketing techniques, traffic techniques that all of you have. You have all this, especially if you're part of the HBL family, even if you're a free member. Although I highly encourage you to upgrade and become a pro member. And no, I'm not an affiliate. I wish I was. My wife is asking me, sweetheart, you need to talk to Tony Rush or somebody. They need to make that an affiliate program. I agree. Because you know what, folks? With the training there is in HBL, that training could be applied to any business opportunity, program, product, or service. I know many of you are out there. You're involved in different programs besides Duke. I know that. Let's get real, folks. I know that. But I want to share something with you. The training that's being provided here you can use that for any online business. I'll even go as far as to say you can use it for an offline opportunity also. I don't think I need to say too much more about that because all of you know, you're all here, you know that the HBL training is incredible. You know that prior to that, some of you know, I was looking to build my own system for you guys to be able to share with you, you know, all the knowledge I have in this little noggin up here. However, when I found out that HBL was coming out, I said to myself, you know what? There's really no need for me to take the time to build my own system, and I would be competing with an incredible system that we have right here, Home Business Labs. Folks, I'm telling you, I've been around. I've been online for about 2.5 years. However, the type of marketing, the type of marketer that I am, and the type of dedication that, you know, I put into my business. You can ask my wife. I love what I do. I spend a lot of hours at this because I really love it. The type of dedication that I put into my business, although I've only been doing this for about 2.5 years, my 2.5 years, I'm going to easily say, my 2.5 years is equivalent to someone else that's been doing this 5 or 7 years, you know, maybe even more. So I have a lot of knowledge packed into these 2.5 years, and I can assure you I've seen a lot of stuff, a lot of different programs. In fact, I'm getting hit up every day with people offering me stuff. Miles, join my program. Miles, join this. Miles, I have the best training. Miles, have you looked at this business presentation? And I can tell you, what HBL has put together for you, I haven't really seen nothing like it where they're able to break it down for the new person. I'm not just talking about experienced marketers. I'm talking about the new person that really hasn't gotten the hang of this yet. And I'm also talking to you veteran marketers out there. You veterans on my team that, you know, have been successful and have made money in the past and are making money now. You tell me, this new training, and I say new training because HBL is coming out with new training each and every week. This training that they provided in the back office, especially in the pro section, you tell me if you've seen anything like this in the past that can really take your business to another level. But folks, you got to remember one thing. There's always a catch. I know somebody's out there waiting saying, well, Miles, that all sounds good. Miles, what's the catch? You know, there's got to be a flip side to what you're saying. And you know what, folks? There is. But I don't really like to use the word catch. I don't know what word I want to use, but catch doesn't really define what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having access to all the training, all the marketing and implementation strategies in HBL. What's the flip side? What is the, quote, catch? The catch, folks, is you need to apply this information, not just look at videos and say, yeah, that's nice. Not look at a video and say, yeah, I'm going to get to that tomorrow, or I'm going to implement that next week. You need to take the time to watch a video. In fact, let me back up a second. Do not watch any videos in HBL until you are ready to implement. Here's what I mean. Don't just watch a video and now you're done and, you know, you just kind of put it on the shelf. Make sure that you have time allocated where you can watch that video and then immediately implement what you just learned. Folks, that's the only way. I'm telling you. A lot of you out there are thinking there's some secret to success, to making money online. You look at other people online and how much they're making and their success, and you're like, wow, you know, how come that's not me? You know, they must have something I don't have. They have a bigger list than me. They have a more targeted list than me. Well, you know what, folks? That may be true, but that's not the answer. The answer is taking action and implementation. And I know a lot of you want to know, well, Miles, how was the weekend? How was the HBL live event? I'll just say it in one simple word, folks. I don't want to sound too hypey here. It was fantastic. I'll tell you something, guys. I know all of the 5. And when I say 5, you know who I'm talking about. Tony Rush, Randy Strum, John Lavinia, Bobby. Who am I missing? Anyway, folks, you know what I'm talking about when I say the 5. I know all of them. However, even though I know Randy, I'm going to mention Randy Schrum. I know Randy, but I didn't know Randy that well. I know Randy, but I had a chance to really, really get to know Randy over the weekend. And I'll tell you something, folks. Not only is Randy an incredible, successful marketer, but he is the most humble, kind, and knowledgeable guy. I mean, I one of the most kind and knowledgeable guys I've ever met. I mean, his story that he shared, at the end of the weekend of how he grew up, the struggles that he went through, absolutely amazing. I was getting choked up listening to him. But bravo, Randy, just a fantastic guy. He invited my wife and I to a private party that he had at the Mandalay Bay, at the top of the Mandalay Bay, 63rd floor, at the top of the Mandalay Bay on Saturday night. And he was just such a gracious host, just a down-to-earth guy. Type of person where you feel like you've known for a while. Like, I've known Randy years ago, which I haven't. I didn't meet Randy until I came to Dublin, but just a fantastic guy. I can't say enough about these guys. Tony Rush. I'm going to say something about Tony Rush. John Lavinia, Christian Henneke, Bobby, just brilliant guys. All of you that are part of Dublin and part of HBL, especially the pro section. Folks, you really don't know how fortunate you are to be here. It's just an incredible opportunity. I want to say something about Tony Rush. Give me a second, guys. I'm getting over a little cold from jet setting around the country. As I said, my wife and I were just in Las Vegas this past weekend, as you know. And 2 weeks before that, we were in Las Vegas again. So, and folks, this is what guys, this is what it's about. There are many reasons why I got into this business. This is one of them. Being able to not just post on Facebook and brag about stuff that you're not really doing, but to actually live the life, the laptop lifestyle. Being able to travel around the world, around the country, and bring your laptop with you if you want to, and being able to conduct your business and make money from anywhere in the world. Guys, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to get into this business, besides, being able to share and help other people. We'll talk about that a little bit more, but it just excites me. I don't know what to say, folks. I just love this lifestyle. I love to be able to help other people achieve their dreams, see the look in their eye when they're starting to get leads, starting to get targeted leads, and those leads are converting, and they're starting to make money, and they're saying, thank you, Miles, for sharing with me and helping me build my list and helping me convert that list into sales and helping me, retire from my job. Folks, that's what it's all about. And all of you can do this if you want to. You can do this exact same thing. You and I are no different. I was on another Hangout last night, and I was sharing that we're all the same. Regardless of, ethnicity, background, no matter where you're from, color of skin, doesn't matter. We are all the same. Because if I were to prick my wrist, red blood's going to flow out of it. Just like red blood's going to flow out of you. We are all the same. Yes, I admit, I have a couple of team members from Mars. Their blood is green. Leave them alone. It's not their fault. But they're still part of the team. But all of you here on Earth, I can guarantee you, whether you want to admit it or not, your blood is red just like mine. And you have a brilliant mind that God gave you. So if you're not sure of things, a little confused, struggling a little bit, there's just so much to take in, relax. Because I'm going to do everything in my power to help you achieve your personal and financial goals. So with that said, guys, let's kind of get right into it. We were actually into it already. So folks, let me see. What do I want to talk about? Well, folks, I want to focus on Dublin. Because as you know, as great as Home Business Labs is, it's just a marketing and training platform that sits on top of Doobly. Just like Team WooCard. Yes, folks, how many of you are following what my brother, Matt Trainer, is doing in Team WooCard? So I just said something. I'm mentioning HBO. I'm mentioning Team WooCard. Some of you might be getting a little confused, saying, Miles, well, I don't know which platform to follow. I say follow both. Yes. Now listen, I never said try to learn everything in each platform. I say look through each platform, treat it as a buffet. And the stuff, marketing, traffic, training techniques that resonate with you, use them. What Matt Trainer started over 6 months ago and has now delivered, the traffic rotator and all that good stuff, folks, it's mind-blowing. Instead of, guys, give me a second. I just need to, give me a second, folks. I need to blow my nose because it's just a little cold. This is live, folks. Thank you, folks, for understanding. I'm not going to cancel a Hangout because I have a little cold. Actually, folks, I feel great. It's just caught this little cold over the weekend, and I'm pretty fortunate. I get a cold normally lasts about 2 or 3 days, and it's gone. So it's on its way out the door, but there's a couple little lingering symptoms still hanging around. So back to my brother Matt Trainer, guys. What can I say about Matt Trainer? An awesome, caring gentleman, just speaks from the heart with passion, guys. What I want to share with you is instead of looking at the fact that, Miles, there's so much training, there's so much stuff, I'm getting overwhelmed, I'm getting confused. Don't look at it that way, folks. Take the time, go through all of the training, see what resonates with you. Pick 1 or 2 things. Pick 1 or 2 strategies from HBO. Pick 1 or 2 things from, Team WooCard, and implement that stuff. Maybe you're confused to the point where you don't really even know what to implement. Maybe you would like a recommendation. Miles, what do you recommend that I focus on? What should I implement? Well, let me know, guys. Send me an email. Like I always tell you, that's what I'm here for. Miles, what are you working on? Miles, what strategies do you think would be most effective in 2015? Well, I'll tell you right here and now. We are all adults, folks. I believe everybody watching this Hangout should be over 18. If you're under 18, that's not my fault. You shouldn't be here. But if you're over 18, you're an adult. So we're all adults here. I'm going to share with you. Folks, if you can tap into the resources that God has delivered to you, and folks, I apologize. I think I've mentioned God twice. There may be some atheists watching this, so I apologize. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I do believe, so I'm gonna mention my belief in God. If you really don't like what I have to say, you can certainly change the channel. But I do believe that I know God has given you everything you need to achieve anything you want. He put you on this earth to prosper, not to struggle, not for negativity and argument and just the destruction and all of the evil things that are part of this world. Let's be real. He put you on this earth to prosper, so he gave you everything you need. Now, if you're not tapping into your God-given talents, don't blame God and don't blame me. That's your fault. But if you're willing to listen, take the time to learn and listen to the words that I'm saying. I'm not just sitting here talking to make it sound good. I'm telling you, you have the ability to achieve. But there is a price to pay. You need to let go of something else to get where you want to be. And when I say let go, I'm talking about time, folks. I'm talking about the 24 hours a day that we all have. Doesn't matter who you are. Donald Trump, Michael Hansen, we all have the same 24 hours per day. It just depends on what you're willing to, what you're looking to do with your time, how you're willing to, utilize your time. And yes, I'm talking to you folks who do work full time. You still have the time to work your business. But oh my God, for those of you that are doing this part time, and you have full time jobs, you are going to need to give up some things. It's as simple as that. You need to sit down with your family. I've talked about this before. You need to sit down with your family, have a talk with them, and let them know that, maybe some of the family events and some of the things that you used to do. Let me make a fictitious team member, Bob. The old Bob used to live his life this way. Watching TV, going to events. Maybe he had a hobby. Maybe he was in a bowling club. Folks, I'm not saying to give up everything in your life. I'm saying to put that on hold until you can get your business going. You know what, folks? If you're able to put some of the things you used to do on hold until you can start building your business, start getting successful. Once you start, achieving some success in the form of sales into your business, at that point, you can determine if you want to go back and do some of the things you used to do. I can guarantee you, when you reach that point, you start seeing success in your business, I won't need to give you the answer. You're probably wondering, well, I wonder what I'll do when I get to that point. Will I go back to some of my old habits? When you reach that point, folks, you will know. You will know. You will make a decision, and you'll know exactly what you want to go back to. Well, folks, I don't know. Somebody said they hear me clicking. Okay. I don't know if you guys can. Hey, folks, tell me if you can still hear me. For some reason, my camera went out. So if you can still hear me, that's great. Maybe we'll continue. But my camera did kind of go out, which is really, really strange. What can we say, guys? Technology. So if you can still hear me, I think I'll just let the Hangout keep going, rather than starting a new broadcast. So let me know if you can hear me, folks. I'm not sure what the heck happened. All right, guys, cool. You know what, folks? I think I really should have rebooted my machine before I started the Hangout, because I had a number of windows open, and it does take a lot of resources. I should know better. So if you folks can still hear me, I'm going to continue, and then we'll just go on, and I'll make sure that this doesn't happen next week. So anybody else out there, please post in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me, and I'll just continue. I apologize for the camera going out, guys. And Pearl, I saw your comment, Pearl. Can you hear me now, Pearl, or you still can't hear nothing? Hey guys, you gotta remember one thing. This Google platform, it's free. So if we run into technical errors or whatever, it's very common, guys, because the thing is free. The thing is free. So, if a camera goes out or whatever, I guess we really can't complain. Thank you, Angus. So, good. I'm going to go on, guys. Even though you can't, thank you. Thank you, Brandy. Even though you can't see my smiling face, I'm going to go on. Because you know what, folks? I only had about 10 more minutes or so of content I wanted to share with you guys. Because I want to keep these Hangouts kind of concise. And, well, I'll tell you guys more about that later. So, I know you can't see me, folks, so let's continue. I'm not sure where I left off. It really doesn't matter. Let's continue anyway. And who knows? My camera might just come back on. Let's see. It might come back on, guys, but for right now, we're just going to continue. How's that sound? So let's do this. Thank you, Daniel. Just listen closely, guys. So back to HBL. Okay, I talked about the live event. Here's what I will share with you guys. The event was a huge success. Huge. Of course, HBL is going to be doing it again. I would advise you folks, and folks, I know, guys, before you say anything, I know everything takes money. I understand. But what I'd like to advise you folks is start getting ready now for the next HBL event. I'm going to bring my entire team with me. I had a number of team members with me in Las Vegas, but not all of you came, for whatever reason. I understand. But what I'm telling you is the next HBL event will not be for at least 90 days, maybe longer. So you folks have time now to start saving. I mean, yeah, just putting a little money away, just a few dollars a week, start saving for this next HBL event. But better than that, I want to get you guys in profit. I want to get you folks making sales. So, the next event coming up, you'll be able to invest in your continuing education, and you'll be able to get the event, with no problem once you're making money. But again, I want you folks to all be at the next event. You really, really need to be there. Now, what I wanted to share with you guys pretty quick is I wanted to talk about. Thanks, Pearl. Wow, this what this, guys? This is like a teleconference. Like if you're listening to a teleconference on the phone, that's what this is like. So it should still work out pretty well. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the buffet. What do you mean by buffet, Miles? Well, I was briefly talking about Team Lucor. I was talking about HBL, and as you know, there's so much training. But guys, look at it as a buffet. How many of you go into a restaurant, especially in Las Vegas, go into a restaurant, look at the buffet, and try to eat everything? I hope none of you try to do that. So why should you do that here? Why should you try to consume every single marketing and traffic technique that Team Lucor provides and HBL provides? You should not be doing that. You should be, no, you know what's not bad? If you went to a buffet, a food buffet, there's nothing wrong with this. Maybe just tasting each dish. Not a big chunk of food, but kind of tasting each dish, seeing what it tastes like, and the one that you like, well, then maybe putting more of that on your plate. You should be doing that same thing here, folks. Excuse me. Same thing, folks, you should be doing here. How do you do that? Again, allocate some time. I'm talking being able to sit down for a couple of hours or so. And hopefully hopefully what I'm saying is a mute point. Hopefully all of you have done this already, unless you just joined my team today or yesterday. Go through all the training, find out what resonates with you. If you've been through the training and nothing really resonates with you, well, folks, then hit me up. Hit me up and say, Miles, what do you recommend? What do you think is going to be most effective in 2015, because guys, that's how this business, that's how this market really works. What's hot right now in 2015 may not be hot in 2016, but I keep my finger on the pulse, and I can clearly see what techniques and strategies are going to be hot for the next 3 months or next 6 months or next 9 months. Things are always changing, guys. That's why, if you're in business, you really need to keep your finger on the pulse. So what would I recommend? Well, guys, I had a lunch meeting, a lunch group meeting with my team members that were with me in Las Vegas. And I asked each one of them a question. I said, hey, guys, or not really a question, I gave them a homework assignment, which I'm going to give all of you, those of you that were not there live. Here's the assignment. I said, listen, I want all of you to decide which marketing/traffic technique that you want to get good at. I want you to pick one. Make a decision which one you want to get good at, and I want you to master that. I don't care what it is, but I want you to pick one and decide, you know what? This is what I want to get good at. I want this to be like my specialty. I want to be known for this. I don't care if it's Facebook, LinkedIn, video marketing, solo ads. It really doesn't matter, guys, because they all work. They all can make you a ton of money once you master them. And let me clarify. What do I mean by master? Well, folks, if you've implemented a marketing traffic technique and you're starting to get sales, starting to make money, well, you know what? At that point, I don't care if it's only been 2 or 3 months. At that point, you have mastered it, or you're starting to master it. So I'm not talking years of training, guys. I'm talking months. In some cases, I'm talking weeks. For example, video marketing, which is one of my favorite. You can master video marketing in as little as 30 days. You really can. So whatever marketing or traffic technique you decide to choose, that's fine, guys. It really doesn't matter. I just wanted to resonate with you. Just like if you went out and bought a brand new car, I'm not telling you to go out and buy a brand new BMW 750 just because I like it. And if I decide to buy a black one, I'm not telling you to do that just because I bought one. Who knows? Maybe you may want to buy, I don't know. You may want to buy an SUV. You may want to buy a blue SUV. If that's what resonates with you, then you do that. No different here. Now, for those of you who are just wide open, it doesn't really matter what technique you use. And you know what? Before we lost the video, I think I was talking about all of us being adults. I think I was talking about that. So I want to kind of go back to that. Folks, what I was alluding to is it's time to really start acting, and don't take this the wrong way, folks, but really start acting like professional marketers, acting like adults, which I know all of you are capable of doing. I'm telling you, unless you have some real stigma, or maybe you're part of the witness protection program and you really can't afford to let people know who you are. Excuse me, guys. Unless that's the case, you need to start implementing some form of video marketing into your marketing. I don't care if you don't want to make this your primary strategy. You need to start doing this, guys, because that's what's working in 2015. That's what's hot. That's what's going to start filling your bank account. That's what's going to get people attracted to you, to your uniqueness, your style. Because, folks, you are unique. None of us are the same. Again, video marketing, guys, I'm going to keep harping on it because there's nothing else out there, I believe, that can really, expose your opportunity to other people and at the same time get people to identify with you. And let me share something with you guys. People are looking to identify with someone, not just something. Doobly is the business opportunity. Doobly is the thing. But my question to you is, what's behind the thing? You, folks, you are behind the thing. And the best way to give people a chance to build a relationship with you, not that you're going to build a relationship with them. I've talked about this before. You're not building a relationship with them. You're simply giving them an opportunity to build a relationship with you. And then at that point, then you can build a relationship with them. But it's their call. Folks, the people on your list, they're in control, not you. They're in control. And the best way to do that is to give them a 1-2 punch. Here's the 1-2 punch, guys. I'm not telling you, folks, that you all need to run out and get your own blog. Maybe some of you have a blog already. But if you do have a blog, I'll say it this way. If you do have a blog, start using it. Start using that blog. Start shooting videos or finding videos on YouTube and posting those videos on your blog. Guys, you know why blogging is so boring in most cases? Do you know why I was never really big on blogging? Although I love blogging. I know it sounds like a contradiction what I just said. I love blogging, but I was never big on blogging because of the way most people use their blogs. Used correctly, blogging can be one of your most powerful techniques. But by blogging, throwing up a blog and just blogging about something, in most cases, guys, it's a waste of time, unless you're an SEO expert. However, if you combine blogging, or I'll call it video blogging, combine blogging with your videos and start using long tail keywords for your blogs and for your videos, that's like putting your blog on steroids as well as your videos. Now, so Miles, what are you talking about, long tail keywords? Well, folks, I'm going to refer you to the Home Business Lab section on video blogging. You'll learn all you need to know about long tail keywords. So I'm going to refer you to go there, look at the techniques, start shooting some videos, get those videos up in My Inspired Media and put those videos on YouTube, but take it a step further. If you have a blog, embed that video on your blog. And also, as you're creating that blog and you're putting your tags in, guys, it's common sense. Use your long tail keyword in your tag section. Put the long tail keyword in, break it down, or what I like to call chunking, chunk it down, and then also reverse that chunk, and also break it down to where you have short tail keywords. Now, relax, folks. What I just said, I might have lost some of you, but I'm going to put together a little video that's going to show you the tagging, the keyword tagging technique that I use, that besides what Home Business Labs is teaching you, this little technique that I use can also shoot your videos to the top of Google, and as well as getting if you have a blog, getting it ranked very quickly. So guys, I just want you to be thinking. I want you to be thinking that if you have a blog, using that blog hand in hand with these videos that you're ranking, folks, that is a deadly combination. Deadly in a good way. That's a deadly combination. So, again, if some of this went over your head, guys, besides all of the training that we have in Team Wilcar and HBL, I'm going to be also creating my own little short training videos for you guys, to actually show you some of the things I just talked about here. So stay tuned for that. So, what else I want to talk about, guys, tonight? There's a lot I want to talk about, but if I really talk about everything, folks, we'll be on the line for the next 2 or 3 hours, and we just don't have time for that. So I wanted to remind you guys of something. I know many of you have been part of Doobly for maybe a couple of months now, and I just wanted to remind you guys something that, after listening to Michael Hansen last weekend, I'm sure many of you were on a live stream. Folks, we have an awesome opportunity here. And I know a lot of you have you have reached out to your warm market when you first joined Doobly, and maybe you feel that your warm market has dried up. You know that there's no one else out there. Well, guys, first of all, if your warm market has dried up, that's fine, guys. That's normal. That's why we call it a warm market. But as far as your cold market, guys, your cold market consists of millions of people. I'll say it again, folks. Your cold market consists of millions of people. So never sit there and think that, wow, you know, there's just no one out there that I can introduce to this opportunity. Folks, there's plenty of targeted people that you can introduce to this opportunity. But what you have to remember, guys, what you have to remember as you are building your list, as you're marketing, you just need to do a couple of things, guys, and you need to keep rinsing and repeating. You need to continue to do these things on a daily basis. If you choose not to do these on a daily basis, well, as I said, folks, we're all adults. That's totally up to you how you run your business. But I recommend that you do these things on a daily basis, guys, daily. And here's what I'm talking about. What should you be doing, folks, as far as building your Doobly business? Well, very simple, guys. You should be getting people to the business presentation. You know where they are. They're in your back office. Getting people to the business presentation in an effort to generate PPA sales. Yes, PPA sales. That should be our first focus, guys. First focus. If that new prospect is not quite ready to join Doobly as a PPA, well, your next step should be able to get them to join as a team member. But getting them in as a PPA, that's our first, that should be our goal, guys. And again, it's a simple two-step process. I'm not trying to make it sound simpler than it really is, but guys, it really is that simple. You know, getting your cold leads to a business presentation, putting them in front of that presentation, and then at that point, taking them through the funnel, whether it's Team Lucor or whether it's HBL, taking them through the funnel, and as they're going through the funnel, you know, at the same time, giving them an opportunity to get to know who you are. And one of the best ways to do that, guys, is through video marketing. Unless your copywriting skills are very, very good. You're at the point where you feel you can just rely on your copywriting skills, and there are folks on my team that can do that. That's great. But unless you're at that point where you feel you can just rely on your copywriting skills, folks, you need to start making some videos. And I guarantee you guys, those of you that are doing it already, you know what I'm talking about. Once you get into video marketing, not only is it effective, folks, it's fun. What a combination. You know, you can do something that's effective and fun and make money at the same time. I don't know of any better combination than that. So I just want to remind you guys to, you know, to use the business presentations that are available in your HBL back office. And follow up, guys. Follow up is so important. Please, folks, if you're not doing this right now or like after this Hangout, go and log into your Doobly back office. Take a look at what's going on. Take a look at, you know, the team members you have brought in, or the people that have, you know, attempted to join Doobly. Maybe there's an X in front of their name. That means they went through the business presentation. They attempted to sign up on a sales page, but for some reason, maybe there was something they didn't understand. Maybe their credit card information didn't go through. Whatever the reason is, they have not actually joined Doobly, and that's why there's an X through their name. What I would encourage you to do is follow up with those people. Find out, you know, find out what their email address is. If there's no email address, look them up on Facebook. You know, play detective. Try tracking these people down, you know, contacting them on Facebook, because, again, we all have people in our back office with an X, you know, in front of, next to their name. You as a marketer, you as a business person, you need to follow up with them, because a lot of them may not have joined for whatever reason. Maybe they thought they joined and the credit card didn't go through. So you just need to follow up with them, okay? So the other thing I wanted to go over real quick, and I've asked you guys these 4 questions before. I'm going to be asking you these questions over and over again, just as a reminder. Because guys, I might have said something 2 or 3 weeks ago that really, really resonated with you. And you were like, that's great, Miles. And you probably forgot what I said, or maybe you haven't implemented what I said. And you know what, guys, if you're doing that, I'm not getting on your case. That's normal. You know, there's a lot of information to take in. So what I'd like to do is remind you of something I talked about probably a month ago, and you need to be reminding yourself of this every single day. You need to be reminding yourself of this every single day. And by the way, those of you that just jumped on the Hangout, I lost my camera. So that's why, you know, you're just hearing my voice. The camera has a mind of its own and decided to stop working. So that's why you can't see me, but you can hear me. So, folks, you should be asking yourself these 4 questions every single day. They will determine your success or failure in this business. I'm going to ask you these questions. Number 1, have you started building, or do you currently have a subscriber list? Prospects. Answer that question, all right? Number 2, if you do have a list, how did you build your list? And is your list targeted? In other words, are these people interested in what you're selling? Is that list targeted? You need to answer that question, guys. Number 3, what have you shared with or taught your list in the last 7 days? And let's take it a step further. What have you shared with and taught your list in the last 30 days? And don't you dare say, Miles, I don't know what to teach them. Do not say that. Because, folks, we have so much training here that you have access to. All you need to do is go through that training, learn something, and then what you learn, immediately go and share that with your list. People are dying for knowledge, folks. People will pay you handsomely if you're willing to teach them something, share something with them. All right? So, number 4, what traffic strategy are you, I guess I talked about this a little earlier. What traffic strategy are you looking to master? Is it PPC, Bing or Facebook? Is it PPV? Is it CPV? Is it solo ads, banner ads, blogging, video marketing, podcast? Is it LinkedIn? Folks, I'm gonna have to talk about LinkedIn more on maybe our next Hangout. LinkedIn, guys, LinkedIn is a powerful platform, and we have training in our HBL back office from one of the most leading authorities, in my opinion, one of the best in the world, Randy Schrum. Incredible, awesome LinkedIn training. So, but guys, this is a buffet. So my question to you is, I'm not asking you what traffic strategy have you mastered. I'm asking you, what traffic strategy are you looking to master? And if you're wondering, hey, Miles, which one did you pick? I know a lot of you probably know, but I am looking now. Now, the one I'm going to mention, I know a lot about, and I have been doing. But I wouldn't consider myself a master of it. Maybe compared to some other people, but I really wouldn't consider myself a master yet. I am looking to master within the next 90 days video marketing. That's going to be my baby for 2015. And I'm going to combine that. This is going to really shock you. I'm going to combine that with blogging and a combination of paid media, aka solo ads. Putting those 3 together, I feel, will be a deadly combination. I feel. So that's what I plan on doing. So let's see what else. Guys, you know what? There's a lot more we could talk about, but I'm the reverse. I'm the reverse of most people. I feel uncomfortable. Folks, can you hear me? I feel uncomfortable sitting here talking to you guys like I'm on the phone. I feel uncomfortable you guys not being able to see me. I feel more comfortable when I know that you guys can see me. So I feel very awkward just talking into the abyss. So, folks. Oh, you know what, guys? Before we go, I wanted to ask you guys a question. I'm thinking, guys, maybe I'll take a survey. I'm thinking about reducing our Hangouts to, well, initially, I was thinking about reducing our Hangouts to once a month. But what I'm really thinking about is reducing our Hangouts to every other week. And, you know, I have my own reasons for that. But, you know, everything I do, guys, I want it to be for you. Again, I say this all the time. These Hangouts are not for me. What I share on these Hangouts, I already know. So these Hangouts are for you guys. So I'm thinking about reducing, because, guys, we all have so many Hangouts. I mean, you know, HBO has Hangouts every week. I'm sure you guys maybe have other Hangouts you're part of. I'm thinking about reducing them to every other week. And I'm going to make the decision based on what you guys think. If you folks want me to continue doing these Hangouts every single Tuesday, I'll probably continue doing that. If you guys don't mind, it really doesn't matter to you, because I know a lot of my team members are not even here. And those that are not here, a lot of them don't even listen to the recordings. And that's quite normal in this business. I guess those folks are not very motivated to change their lives. I can't really say. So you guys let me know if you want me to continue doing these every week. You know, if I don't hear a lot of comments back, I'm just giving you guys a heads up that I will be reducing these to every other week, which would mean, you know, twice a month. So you guys let me know. And with that said, guys, here's what I want you folks to do before I call it a night. I want to reach out to each and every one of you on my team. However, as you know, there's only 24 hours a day. You know I'm a busy guy, and I'm willing to do this as time permits. However, there is a caveat, and here it is, guys. This is a real business. It's time to really start just being very direct with you guys. You know, we're building a business here. And as you start building a team yourself, your own team, those of you that have your own team right now, you know what I'm talking about, what I'm getting ready to say. So I'm willing to work with people, to reach out and work with people on a one-on-one basis, not just during these Hangouts. However, I will only work with people that are producing. That's it. I will only work with people on a one-on-one basis if you're producing. Now, let me clarify. I'm not like some other people. I don't like to keep things like kind of wishy-washy. I'm going to explain to you exactly what I'm talking about by producing. Now, hold on one second, guys. That's my little alarm that is telling me I'm working on my diet, guys. That's my little alarm that's telling me to eat. So it's perfect timing. So here's what I'm talking about. When I say produce can mean a lot of different things. Just like conversions. You know, conversion can be an opt-in, it can be a sale, it can be a purchase. Conversion means a lot of things. Producing means a lot of things. I'm not talking about, when I say produce, I'm not just talking about people that are getting signups, that are getting sales, that are building a team. I'm not just talking about those people. When I say produce, I'm talking about people that are doing something in their business. They're learning. They're taking the time to go through the training. They're building. I don't care. When I say produce, I don't care if you don't have one sale. I don't care if you don't have one team member. If you're building your list daily, and folks, I will know, if you're building your list, if you're going through trainings, if you're producing videos, if you are marketing, you know, you're doing some type of marketing, free or paid, if you're doing this on a consistent basis, even though you don't have any sales, I consider you a producer. And those are the people I'm going to reach out to work with on a one-on-one basis. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, guys, you need to start producing. And I just explained what I mean by producing. So there should be no confusion. So again, guys, I'm looking for people that are looking to take their business to the next level in 2015. Your time is valuable. My time is valuable. So I am looking for producers. I'm looking for people that want to get into the mix. And I'm looking for people that understand the incredible opportunity we have here with Doobly. Let's not forget, guys, we have a global network marketing opportunity, and we have a global customer acquisition opportunity. Guys, what we have here is incredible. The last thing I wanted to share with you guys, I wanted to get into this more tonight, but I just didn't have time, guys. I want you to remember, folks, that there's no other way to put this. You are building two separate businesses. At least I think most of you are. They work hand in hand together, but they are two separate businesses. You are building a customer acquisition business, and you're building a network, a business associate business. Two separate businesses. So you should know automatically that I don't care what autoresponder you're using, whether it's GetResponse, Aweber, or Infusion. I recommend GetResponse. But regardless, whatever autoresponder that you're using, you should have two separate lists. I think everybody on here knows that, but I just wanted to clarify that again. You should have two separate lists, one for customers and one for business associates or builders, the network marketing side. And you should be consistently mailing, communicating with your list. So that's all I want to say about that, guys. I could say a lot more, guys, but you know what? We're going to call it. I'm frustrated because my camera's not working. We're gonna call it a night, guys. And again, those of you that were at the HBL event, wow, it was a pleasure to meet all of you in person and really hang out as a team. Man, I can't wait to our next event. I'm going to be bringing a bigger team, more of you, and also, guys, this next event coming up, whenever it is, whenever HBL has their next event, we're going to be sharing some success stories. And my goal is to bring all of you up on stage to be able to share our stories and our success as a team. So with that said, guys, I am Miles Seegers for the GWL, which stands for Global Wealth Lifestyle Hangout. Hope you guys enjoyed what I was able to share with you tonight. I wanted to talk about Las Vegas much more, but you know what? The best thing I can tell you guys is get to the next event. Do whatever you need to do, guys. Start building your business, putting some money aside. I don't care what part of the country or what part of the world you're from. Get to the next event. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys there. So, with that said, guys, have a great night. Have a fantastic rest of the week. And I will see you folks on the next Hangout. Have a great night, guys. Take care.